Hello and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless spell kit reading. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 books with a 3rd one on the way. There's a Kindle version available of one of them called Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, so I put a link in the description box so you can preview it for free. The original version of Words of Grace, as well as the only place to find my first book, Spell Ingredients, is on patreon.com/Drawing the Circle in our digital shop. We've got audios, we've got videos, we got all sorts of cool stuff going on over there. My subscribers get a bunch of those audios, videos, and ebooks, but all of my subscribers get a daily check-in pretty much every single morning. We chat with each other about the day's astrological weather and all that stuff. They get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session, and we will chat about that at the end of the video if you want more info. It's the coolest thing I've ever done. I highly recommend it. Click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons, but you could just call me Mal. Hi! We're keeping these readings a little bit different, briefer for sure this time around, because of what's going on planet Earth. These spell kit readings, which are about, you know, your manifestational process, your law of attraction, who's what's your spell work, whatever you want to call it, to manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the unity of spirit, for the well-being of all, because our heart's desires are assigned to us lifetime after lifetime. We keep reincarnating until we get them done. Part of our sacred contracts, what we agreed to do, whatever you want to call it. So let's do some explanation for the new Scorpios and crosswatchers, and then we'll get into the divination. Hi, new Scorpios and crosswatchers. This is called a 5-card draw because it's 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about how to bring your heart's desires into full manifestation, because as one of us does it, all of us do it little by little through quantum unity. So the first deck for the element of fire, we're using the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, a little bit of a phrase to help you clarify and refine what it is that your heart desires, dedicated to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire and ground and manifest the heart's desire, we are working with the Crystal Oracle. If you have the stone indicated, it's a wonderful opportunity to integrate it, but clear quartz does everything. This deck is consecrated to Archangel Ariel, my own personal archangelic lineage. For the element of air, we will be using the Archangelic Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, dedicated obviously to the archangelic realms, the air, to stoke the fire, to help you ground and manifest your heart's desire with the previous 2 elements of fire and earth. For the element of water, the emotional stuff, your element, Scorpios, we are using the Whispers of Love Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, dedicated to the higher selves of all involved, not just the Scorpios and the crosswatchers, but anybody else who might be involved. And for the card of spirit, to bring it all together, we're using the Matcon healing mantra, because these mantras work. So what I do is I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So I'll take that, I'll cast the spell on it, calling in the Archangel, keeping in mind the Whisper of Love, and then I do the mantra with the piece of jewelry, so I don't have to repeat the whole process. And yeah, there is our explanation, keeping these a little bit shorter. So the shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point, so focus, both feet on the floor if you can, focus on your breath if you will, and I promise you I will do my best to help anyone manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, because it's in the spirit of unity, for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives, and happier, healthier, wealthier ways, for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. So all you gotta do is sit back, relax, and please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. Ooh, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, one card in clarity, please to represent the element of fire for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers, to clarify and manifest their heart's desire, or perhaps that which is required to manifest their heart's desire for this timeless read. Harvest. This one has come up before. Who got this one? Peace, true love, beauty, health, harvest. So Leo got this. So fixed fire to your fixed water. This one's a little long, but I practically have it dedicated to memory. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. So reception is different than action, right? It's the difference between the feminine and the masculine, the yin and the yang. So this might be certainly somebody's heart's desire, particularly if you've been putting in the work, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, however you want to take that in a general read. But that might also be what is required to manifest a heart's desire, right? So you have the money, the foundations, the help, the assistance that you need to help you bring in the harvest. So let's do the element of earth. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Archangel Ariel, one card in clarity, please, for the element of earth to fuel the fire and help ground and manifest the heart's desires of the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers for this timeless read. Ooh, not blue, not green, it's aquamarine. And, that's really wonderful, considering aquamarine is a big water stone for water signs. I'm going to read this from the bookie book really quickly. Your key words: moderation, everything in moderation, except moderation according to Oscar Wilde. Energy, tolerance, gentleness, compassion, feminine, and goddess energy. So that's very on point for the Scorpio. Whether male or female, you can overcome a current conflict by reflecting upon and applying moderation, tolerance, gentleness, and compassion. These qualities are not a weakness, rather they are strengths. What is called for at present is a greater compassion and tolerance coupled with a little patience and gentleness, and that's for yourself too, particularly if you're impatient waiting for the harvest to come in. You can't go and tug on the things in the garden. I'm a gardener, I know, that doesn't help. It is possible to resolve things in an amicable way to create a positive outcome for all concerned, right? For the well-being of all. As you look back on this current episode, you will realize a valuable lesson. Compassion and tolerance are signs of maturity and strength of character. They are qualities that infuse all with love and light. And we really need that on planet Earth. I learned from the Ashaya monks a long time ago when I started the company that the compassion is a fusion of love and wisdom, right? So compassion, you don't have to know what people are going through, what their shadow is, right? What their pain is, because everybody's got it. And as one of us brings compassion to the game, it really does bless the entire energy field of planet Earth, including all life on it. So if you got a piece of aquamarine, wonderful, but really, clear quartz does anything and everything. So let's ask the archangels here. Everyone has access to archangelic consciousness. My archangelic lineage is Ariel, the archangel of lions. And my name is Markangela Lion, so they made it really hard for me to miss in this lifetime. But archangels only come when called. They're polite like that. They just don't show up on your doorstep. But all you got to say is help. But nice to know which one to call. Otherwise you could call Ghostbusters. Bill Murray might be worth it. Please take a nice deep breath. I love Bill Murray. Still point. Archangelic override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved archangels, one card in clarity, please, for the element of air, to stoke the fire, and to help manifest the heart's desire for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers for this timeless read. Cassiel, Cassiel. She's come up a bunch of times. Card number 4. Just going to read you a little bit of the description of who she is and a message that comes with it. So your key word here is serenity. Now, I will say, practicing compassion. I'm not a Buddhist, but I studied a lot of Buddhism, right? His Holiness the Dalai Lama and all of that. He says truth without compassion is brutality. So that's why, you know, in my work, I could just rip people's faces off with the truth, but I prefer to be compassion. So for serenity, the angel of serenity, solitude, and temperance, Cassiel's names means God is my cover, right? So you're covered, particularly for this harvest you're working on. And this gentle angel can help you find great strength in your solitude. Now, Scorpios, I think all water signs, I'm Pisces moon, we need solitude to process our stuff because we're never exactly sure if we're empathing other people's stuff, right? So is it ours? Is it theirs? It is a mix of both. Can be all of that. So your message, spend some much needed time alone in quiet solitude to rest and recharge. Honor your emotions and be gentle with yourself. And, you know, depression is a big thing on the planet because, you know, it's tricky, right? Depression, is it biological? Is it empathic? How many people are feeling depressed on the planet at any, you know, one moment? So what I learned from Matt Kahn, last card down, Matt Kahn Healing Mantra, he said depressed indicates you need deep rest, and it's hard to do that with a lot of people around. So, you know, there's a boundary that can be made here because waiting for your harvest to come in and impatience, and then feeling other people's impatience, if other people are dependent upon that harvest, you bringing it in, then obviously this compassion, right? Like, what are these words again? Moderation, right? So slow it down. Energy, right? To bring in a better energy. Tolerance of yourself and others. Gentleness, really important. Compassion and feminine goddess energy, which is receptive. And I know I'm a very hard worker. I was raised that way. I'm a Virgo, right? So I know when I push too hard, I'm trying to push the river, which is, you know, you can't push the river. It's going to do what it's going to do. So being gentle and tolerant with ourselves can bring us serenity. And, you know, the serenity prayer still works, right? I just change it up. God, goddess, all that is, Buddha, Zeus, Jesus, all y'all, grant me the serenity to accept the crazy that I cannot change, right? The courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference still works for me. So let's do your element, the element of water with the whispers of love. Oracle, the higher selves of all involved. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Scorpio collective and their crosswatchers for the element of water, the juice to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity for this timeless read. Embrace your emotions. I know, Scorpios, you don't want to. Well, you'll embrace the happy, fun ones, right? But obviously, there is maybe some burnout going on here, hence the rest, right? It's very normal to be burned out. Like I said, I'm a gardener. So I could spend all day out. I've got a half-acre of property now here in Saratoga Springs, and it's my first year here. So I know I'm not going to get it all done this year. No, it's going to take 10 years to get this place to look like how I dream it in my head. So that's a literal harvest for me, but a creative one. So don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. But Scorpios do that best in solitude, right? So Cassiel to cover you, right? The cover of God. It's like, you're going to be okay, but you got to feel it to heal it. Because even if it is other people's stuff that you're absorbing empathically, like I said, I'm a Pisces moon, it happens all day long out here, but now I got some space, much hopefully than living in a condo village like I used to. So, you know, taking that time for myself, I did it this morning. I woke up feeling a little off, and, you know, rather than push myself through it, I laid down. I had all 3 of my black cats laying on top of me within 5 minutes. It was very loving. And yeah, some tears came out. I still don't know if it was all me or everybody else or a mix of both. So, you know, that's unity for you. There's only one of us incarnate here, believe it or not. I know it doesn't look that way. That's called the illusion of separation. So let's get to that Con Healing Mantra, the card of spirit. Now, like I said, I would use aquamarine if I was a Scorpio. I have a piece somewhere, right? Say the spell on it, call in Cassiel, and then embrace my emotions. But this mantra goes a long way, I'm sure, to help you process and go as you go. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's guard down. Still point. Ascended Masters override. Oh, that feels so good. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity, the perfect and precise healing mantra for the Scorpio Collective. And their crosswatchers for the card of spirit to help them manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require harvest with aquamarine, Cassiel's covering, embracing their emotions as they go for this timeless spell kit reading. Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. There you go. A little Taoism in there too. A little left brain, right brain, masculine, feminine synchronicity. Now this one, I've done all these mantras. I just haven't memorized everything in the book, nor do I think I need to. So I can be and do all at once, right? So the be is the feminine, right? Just be as you are. The do is the masculine. So this does make sense, finding the balance. When the brain is balanced, you're no longer bouncing back and forth between being and doing. You allow each action to be expressed from a space of mindfulness. There we go, a little extra little Buddhism vibe there. Lost my place, a space of mindfulness, peace, and ease. In a balanced brain, each inner battle has been won, which makes it easier to navigate around those whose minds are still entrenched in conflict. So maybe you are dealing with people who are a little upset that the harvest hasn't come in. You may be vibing with them in that way. So this is a good way to clean up what the Course in Miracles says, tend your corner of the garden, because if you garden, you know that what happens underground, right, affects everything else in the yard, so to speak. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-sabotage, resolving boredom, I'm reading the wrong ones, sorry. This mantra is ideal for reducing stress at work, and there's that harvest vibe there, being a more mindful parent and increasing levels of accountability, meaning that, you know, you go, oh, I am picking up on everybody else's stuff, so I will keep myself accountable by embracing these emotions and processing them for my part of it, because as one of us shifts, all of us shift. So, though I have no idea what's going to happen when I hit the record button on this lovely digital camera that I have, I really have no idea what's going to happen in this next part. And if you are new, it's what we call a blessimation. It's a combination of blessing and summation. It's a word we came up with over on Patreon, and it stuck. So, let's see what comes out of my mouth, because this is where I actually cast the spell for you all. If you want a little Kickstarter on that, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and their crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, and the spirit of unity balancing the brain, because they can be and do at once as they embrace their emotion that's going to bring them into a more authentic of this is what I'm feeling, this is how I am being right now, and this too shall pass, calling upon the serenity and the cover of Archangel Cassiel, really giving them the serenity, the time, and the space that they need to, bring in that energy, that receptiveness, that compassion, that tolerance for themselves as others, so they can manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require harvest. So, as the waves of the oceans are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, Let their work now bring them to harvest. They are ready to receive their all for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. And so it is. And that sounds like that's going to make for happier, more serene Scorpios. And I think that would help everybody, don't you? I have a lot of Scorpios in my life. If you found the reading helpful, please hit the like button. Helps other people find it. Want more of me here on YouTube? Subscribe, because this is a wonderful creative outlet for me here on YouTube. And I do enjoy the process. I really, really do. But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, just click the link and check out patreon.com/drawing the circle. The digital shop alone is so much fun. My entire past catalog of audios, videos, and ebooks is on there, but the new book is coming, so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff there. There are a lot of good plans in play that I'm not ready to talk about just yet. My subscribers do get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount. We'll talk about the readings and that stuff in a minute or so, but it is the coolest thing I've ever done, and I highly recommend it, particularly if you're looking for another way to plant your seeds and harvest work-wise. Very, very helpful Patreon. So check it out, and I hope you become a creator, because they're really cool over there. And if you want to book me for a private session, I did make a video last year at the 25th anniversary of my company, Drawing the Circle, May 1st, 2023. I'm now in 2024, and I moved. I didn't know I was going to be moving as quickly as I went from Holbrook, New York to Saratoga Springs, New York. And that video is called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Makes my mom laugh, so even when I make the new one, I'm going to keep that one up, because things have changed. I'm available at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs 3 days a week for private sessions, reading, and spiritual counseling. You just contact them directly. They see what my bookings are. They book you. They tell me you booked. I come in and I read you, and then I come home. Right, it works. I'm also taking clients in my home, but I got to get to know the person first, because I got 3 cats, and I don't know if I'm protecting the clients from the cats or the cats from the clients, or both. Particularly if they're allergic to cats, not a good idea. These cats have claimed this house, and that's why people say, why do you wear black all the time? It's like, I have 3 black cats, and it's shedding season. Of course, I wear all black, and boots all summer long. Little Stevie Nicks for you there. But, you know, the majority of readings that I do nowadays are on what I call a Zoom call. So we book the appointment. Right before the appointment, I send the client a Zoom link. They come on to my Zoom platform. We record the whole thing, so they don't got to memorize or take notes. At the end of the session, I send them a link so they can download it to their devices. They tell me they downloaded it. I delete it from the cloud, because confidentiality is key in this line of work. I have been reading tarot since I am 12 years old. I'm going to be 56 in September. So, you know, you learn ethically as you go, and I don't want the gods to snatch away my intuitive skills because I broke a vow to them. Nopesies! Nopesy-dopesies. But the most important thing that I say in that video is I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a very well-trained witch, so we will make a way. Even if it's pay it forward, we have the conversation, we're all in agreement, and then we do the session, because that's just good business, right? As well as, I'm here to serve. I would like this to be my last lifetime in this level of the illusion of separation, so I want to fulfill my contracts and make my heart's desires happen. And certainly harvesting all the work that I've done all of these years, and my next book is about my career, an autobiography of my career, so, you know, I'm with you on that if you're feeling that vibe. So yeah, click the link, check it out, Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Reach out and I'll be glad to book something for you. And really, I have so many Scorpios in my life. One of my I think my true love boyfriends back in high school was a Scorpio, 6'5", long blonde hair. I will always love him. He lives many states away, and he's married to somebody else. A guy. It's good, right? It's okay. May never see him again in this life, but he looked just like Josh Hartnett and Penny Dreadful, if you know what I'm talking about. Most Scorpios do. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the opportunity to serve. Every time I do a video like this on YouTube, I know it's general. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I am very, very, I don't like the word privileged, but happy, proud, and delighted to serve. So wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my beloved Scorpios. I have an older brother who's a Scorpio, so I know most of your tricks. So hang in there. I love you so very, very much. Hi, Pam. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.